Alok Kumar. I am patron of Dadhichi Deh Dan Samiti. The scenario shows us that we have to go a long way ahead. The acceptability of eye donation has manifold increased in the previous years. But then the brain dead patients, the effort to persuade their relatives to donate their vital organs generally does not succeed. Body donation, the religious questions arise and prohibit the people from donating. But then, in a few years, the donation per 10 million has risen from 13 to 54. And that is some progress. Although we are still far behind Spain, where the ratio is 34 persons per million deaths, or the Canada, 14 for 1 million deaths. The Indian, 54 for 10 million deaths. So we have to go a long way ahead. I am happy that many prominent saints in India have supported the cause of body donation. And they include people like Shri Ravi Shankar, Didima Sadhvi Ritambara, Morari Bapu, certain Jain saints, and others. If they, to the extent that they can break the taboos and bring about the acceptability, that the religion is an ever-flowing stream. It doesn't stay at one place. A few decades ago, there was no technology available to transplant a heart or a kidney or other such organs. So there was no necessity of considering the question of organ donation from a religious point of view. Now the question arises whether the donation of your organs is better than taking them to funeral pyre. The main challenges are the religious and the lack of infrastructure. For example, a majority of the districts in India do not have an eye bank. The eye donation has to take place within a couple of hours, 4 to 6 depending upon the weather. If there is no eye bank, there is no eye donation. Similarly, the facilities for retrieval of organs and transplantation, they are not available in the country in most of the rural or background areas. The very absence of this infrastructure, I have compared. There is a skin bank in Safdarjung Hospital, Delhi. If somebody wishes to donate the skin, the body has to be taken there. There are very few skin donations. But there are skin banks in India where, on receiving a call, a van goes from the skin bank to the place where the body is. And at such places, the number of persons donating their skins is substantially higher. So therefore, an adequate infrastructure is necessary to do this. In the year 1977, I was living in Amritsar. I went to the medical college, to its anatomy museum. The first exhibit in the museum was a human skeleton. Below it was the inscription, "This skeleton belongs to Dr. Virk, who was doctor, professor and head of the Department of Anatomy in that college." In his will he had said that all my life I have taught my students on abundant bodies. I hereby donate my body after my death for the teaching of my students. That was an inspiration. We exchanged some correspondence with Dr. Harshvardhan at that time, who was studying in Medical College, Kanpur. That was the time of a romance. We both were young. Harshvardhan wrote me back, "May it be that we die together and one day, fighting a social cause, and our bodies lay side by side in an anatomical museum, anatomical lab for the study of students." The idea generated but remained dormant. In 1997, after the passing of the Central Act about it, the idea was revived. A couple of us friends went to the sub-registrar and registered our wills, pledging that after our death our bodies may be donated. When Nanaji Deshmukh asked us to organize a body donation program on his 80th birthday, we thought that it was time now to start an organization about it. Dadhichi was born in 1997. We have been operating only in the Delhi NCR. But then we are in contact with other such organizations in the entire country and have good relations with them. Some 46 of them spread over in 22 states of the country. And there are the apex associations of doctors, including the Indian Medical Association, the Association of Transplant Surgeons, or the liver surgeons, or the kidney surgeons, the anatomy people. We are in contact with all of them. And it is a nice idea to have all of them together, to synergize, and also in the presence of the government machinery, to make plans, and asking the government to provide infrastructure, but then focus at making it a people's movement, to fight the taboos out, to convince the people that donation is a better way to get salvation, that donation will not interfere in the enjoyments of Jannat. And this we are going to do in a very effective manner around the country. And we look forward, and I see it written on the skies, that within the next 3, 4, 5 years, we will change the scenario in the country and would compete with the nations who have the maximum rate of donations as of today.